Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing some partly cloudy conditions out there, but with some nice temperatures sitting in the lower 70s at this time with some slightly breezy conditions. Do expect a fairly nice day ahead, but we will see some breezy conditions developing, expecting those winds to gradually increase as we get into the afternoon. Good chance of seeing a wind advisory as we move through the day today. Overall, looking at nice conditions for the extended period. We'll see a few days of some slightly cooler than average temperatures. We'll see a low end, light rain chance tomorrow, but otherwise expecting things to remain dry. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have an upper level trough tracking into the eastern part of the country. Along that, we have the surface low off to our north, and that's going to continue tracking east-northeastward and bring this cold front down through our area as we move through the day today. That's going to bring in that cooler and drier air, and then with that area of low pressure, keeping pressure gradient tight around the local area, and that's going to keep bring those breezy conditions as we move through the day today. Behind that, high pressure slowly moves towards the area, but we will see that upper level energy still over the area as we move through the day tomorrow as well. If we look at our upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have generally westerly to west southwesterly winds through the entirety of the column. Some pretty decently strong winds, more so than what we've seen for the last several weeks, but seeing our peak winds around 62 knots at 12,000 feet. Seeing our freezing level today at 11,400 feet. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see just a few clouds, mainly high clouds across the area. We do have a few lower level clouds pushing through, and that will likely remain the case as we move through much of the day today. Overnight, we'll see some increasing high clouds moving into the area. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, we'll see, again, mainly dry conditions moving through the day today. We'll see breezy conditions as we get into the afternoon, but overall, plenty of sun and mild temperatures in that front will push through. We'll start to see those winds shifting more northwesterly, remaining fairly breezy early on, and then we'll slowly start to see those winds taper down as we move through the overnight and into the start of the day on Tuesday. As mentioned, we'll see some increasing high clouds as we move into the day on Tuesday. Tuesday looks to be mostly cloudy overall. Could see some filtered sun as we move through the day, but expected mainly dry conditions through the day, and the breeze will be much lighter than what we'll see today. And getting into the later afternoon, that's when we pick up a slight chance of maybe a light shower pushing through the area. As you can see, some light radar returns kind of swinging through, but the latest HERB model run is keeping most of the activity to our south. So again, just looking at a slight chance, maybe about a 20% chance we see a light shower mainly after close of business tomorrow and into the early part of the evening. And as we move past midnight, we'll see those chances diminishing and should see some of that cloud cover clearing out as well, but we'll continue to see those cooler temperatures as well. If we look at the longer term model here, we'll see starting off Wednesday morning that upper level trough still swinging through the area and starts to move eastward through the day on Wednesday. So we'll see once again some cooler conditions, and then moving into the end of the week, high pressure builds in, takes control, and we'll see those temperatures start to moderate a bit as we move into the weekend, looking at a very nice weekend, fairly seasonable temperatures and dry conditions for the area for the extended forecast here. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, the main risk we'll be contending with will be those elevated winds that are above 25 knots. Do have that red risk moving in as we get into the afternoon hours, seeing those winds out of the west 13, 18 knots, gusting up to 30 knots. And as we get into the evening, more of a northwesterly component to the wind, and we'll slowly start to see those winds tapering down, becoming more northwesterly as we move into the morning hours of Tuesday. We'll see our high temperature right around what we're at now is around 72 degrees, and then we'll see a gradual cooling as we go into the evening time frame with behind that cold front, bringing in that cooler, drier air. Our low temperature expected to be around 44 degrees for tomorrow morning, so just about 10 degrees or 9 to 10 degrees below average for this time of year. Tide's running about a half a foot below normal. And Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll see partly sunny to mostly cloudy conditions on Tuesday. Again, mainly some filtered sunshine through the area. Slight chance of light rain showers late afternoon, evening time frame. So after work hours, likely but only about a 20% chance of seeing that. So yellow risk for our precip threat there. We'll see some slightly breezy conditions, but not expecting anywhere close to the wind advisory for tomorrow, with our high around 61 degrees. Tuesday night, we'll see our low around 43 degrees with mostly to partly cloudy conditions. That slight chance of rain continues early on, so keeping that yellow risk there, and then we'll see those chances diminishing overnight. And as we move into Wednesday, we'll see partly, mostly cloudy at times through the day. Overall, slightly breezy, but still expecting below that wind advisory criteria with a high of 58 degrees. As we look at the extended forecast here, we can see plenty of sun as we move through the extended forecast. Temperatures about 5 to 10 degrees below average for the next couple of days, and then we'll see a rebound to more seasonably average temperatures as we move into the end of the week. But overall, looking at nice dry weather for the next 7 days. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.